Whether it's department or programme, so whether that's men, women or academy, like everybody has a shared vision of to inspire the community through rugby success. And the community is at very much everything we do because we personally need the community. We very much talk a lot here about being on the bus. So what that means to us is that everybody's on this same bus towards this same common goal. And when you're on that bus, everybody's got the same vision. And it's more so like a mindset change as well, is that when you hear that terminology, like that's us, that's our mindset, it means something to us. Does that have any crossover with like
Yeah, I would say so. I think Xledger as an organisation, we're very big on, I guess, the community we create within the organisations, but really it is about bringing us all together as one. And as you said, we've all got to be going in the same direction in order to succeed as an organisation. So we're really big on building that within our culture. And then externally to that, it's how we bring what we've created internally within Xledger out to the community and how we give back in certain ways. You know, we do a lot with different charities, you know, the Bear in Mind charity and supporting scholarships and whatnot. It's really how we support our local community in Bristol. So yeah, I would say I think being a female especially a female manager within quite a, I don't know if we can call it male-dominated world, I find little quirky things happen throughout my week or people I've met. So I think my last name's Thomas, so I've had plenty of emails of people emailing me saying, "Hello Thomas," or "Dear Thomas," because they just expect that I am a man within the business, and then they meet me and I'm this 5'2" female just looking up at them and they're like, "Oh, this is a woman, not a man."
I've never really felt different because I am female. Pat will talk about it a lot, that actually if you're the right person, you're the right fit. It doesn't matter about anything else, and we're all about the right people, and if the person's right and they're good for the company and they're going to drive that vision forward, it doesn't matter whether you're male or female. If you're good at your job, you're good at your job. There's obviously a massive squad of just guys, and I don't think I ever feel like I'm treated differently because I'm female, and they're always like really respectful, regardless of who you are. Like, you could be anyone and they're going to treat you exactly the same, and they're going to respect you for what you do, which is, especially as a female in that environment, it can be quite intimidating, but they'll immediately put you at ease.
Yeah, I agree. Like, definitely internally, it's very much like that. Everybody is equal, and like Beck said, you're very much immersed into the culture, and everybody is equal.
I think it is telling, isn't it? I do think the world has shifted, and I do think there is a lot more acceptance for women in sport, in business, you know, succeeding in their own rights.
The biggest lesson I think anyone taught me was like actually the importance of looking after yourself, of even down to like making sure that you get lunch and not always being like, well, yeah, I'll squeeze you into my day and I'll squeeze that in, but actually no one's going to take care of you but you. And you will have team members that lift you up, but you still have to make yourself a priority. I'm only functioning at my best for the team if I am at my best, and if I'm not and I'm performing under that, I'm not pulling towards the same goal, or I'm not giving my 100%, that actually I could be to the detriment of someone else because I haven't prioritised myself at the same time.
One of the most important things and the lessons that I've learned is that you have to be yourself. I think I've personally got so much further by being myself and trusting my own instincts and sticking to my morals and my values.
But I think from my perspective, and something I've had to learn, and something I think I'm still learning, because I think it doesn't, for me, happen overnight, but it's okay not to be perfect, you know? I try to be perfect at everything that I do, you know? I don't make wrong decisions. I can't do that. I can't show any vulnerability because someone's going to see that I'm actually weak and I'm not this person that they think I am. And I think that's something that, as an individual, I still have to, you know, it's a learning, something that I think I've progressed, but it's something I'll always have to, you know, take with me.
Oh God, yours too was so much more wholesome than mine. Mine was like, make sure you eat lunch. Eat lunch for everyone else.
That is a very good point.
But I didn't eat lunch today and I'm suffering right now, so I should have really felt that.
And the lunches are very good.
Yeah, they are outstanding.
Don't ever miss it.
No.
the roles that us three are all in, like, and being that team behind the team, actually sometimes our successes aren't as tangible, and our success means that like the wider team is running as efficiently as possible and that they are performing well. Getting my role and being promoted as operations manager, that was massive to me. Obviously having such a big role in a group of like mostly men, like that, like we spoke before, that imposter syndrome definitely like scared me, and I think more so like then meant a lot to me that my managers saw my potential and believed in me. And also when we moved the women here to train here at High Performance Centre, like I worked on that with like heads of departments and with Pat and the cohort at the time for like a little under a season, and to finally see the girls here, it was absolutely great. And the moment that I got to be a player in this environment and not a staff member was a whole different world. And like now, when I'm a staff member in the day and 5 o'clock comes and I go to a player, it just means so much more to me going down in the gym and seeing the girls training, and like the first day of just seeing the sign being put up on the door saying women's changing rooms, like I think I could have actually cried. Like it was just, yeah, we just got there and yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I again, I would agree with everything you guys have said, aside from the sport thing, because I'm not very good at that. But
Not yet.
or ever. We all have our goals and ambitions, and you know, I would count myself as quite a driven person, but to be able to say that I'm proud of myself and that I've achieved that, and that others around me are proud, that's something that definitely is important to me. But then I guess in the team aspect, it's being able to make a difference to individuals. For me, a happy team, an engaged team, and having that strong culture, that's a success.
Like one of the biggest successes you feel is like if you've had a player that's had a really big injury and you've gone through those ups and downs of like the day-to-day grind of like rehab, and it's taken weeks or months. The first time you see them put their boots on and take a step out on that pitch, like it does fill you full of so much happiness for them, and you do feel like, God, like I have contributed to that.
Similar but different. That isn't about, you know, getting someone back on the pitch, but it's about building someone's confidence. Yeah. They've had a setback, they've had a knock, and I think it's such a big thing. It's always been a thing, but I think it's such a massive thing now, and that is, you know, the mental well-being side of things, and how we build that confidence back in people. I see people that last week were, you know, no, I can't do that, I'm not capable of doing that, and getting promoted to a manager, and you see all these like little things that just, it is so rewarding, and to know that you made a difference or that you were involved in that, it's something that it will just stay with you forever.